Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Giants.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A throw on the move is caught. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw yet again. They go sideline, and he sticks. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it on in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants. His 12th touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Akers. Finding room across midfield. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big play for Minnesota. 45 yards. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Phillips. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York. And that just adds adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick six. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Running is Akers. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now, faking the give. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants first down.
Let's go now.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers. There's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It could be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll run here with Akers. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds.
At their own 47-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the handoff, Jones. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Here's third down and a few inches.
Set.
They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Giants.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Handoff here, up the middle. A short gain, down to the 7. Second and goal.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here we go, set.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he's in. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Minnesota. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. back to throw here to begin the drive. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Vikings will take over here just past the 30.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center. You're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
He'll get it inside the 20. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. A big play for Minnesota. 41 yards. Now a chance to pay off that big play. They have it first and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jalen Naylor. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to edge a bit closer.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards, but we'll need to check on the call. From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go.
Slayton is the man in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Second and 7. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. You don't need much. It is third and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Open man, that's Slayton. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here we go, Shaq. Hurt. Check go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position, a huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. Here's McCarthy. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get that to the former Volunteer, Jalen Hyatt. Back to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Check go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the set. Warriors 17.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Vikings first down.
Let's go. Trap 60, trap 60. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Vikings 7.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Just nowhere to go once he catches this ball. You see, he's doing everything in his power to make guys miss and break tackles. I think he ended up doing a little bit too much because he ends up going backwards.
They'll put Addison in motion. They run on the jet sweep.
Jordan Addison.
3rd and 9. McCarthy from the gun here, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Oh, he shanked it, headed straight for the sideline. This one heads directly out of bounds. The market just on the other side of midfield. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. An extra point attempt to follow. His kick is good. And the Giants will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, here's McCarthy. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
This one taken in by Hyatt. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
And he will score. Jalin Hyatt, touchdown, New York. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
Mustang 19. Set up.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of his defense.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Go. Set go.
Now, faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Slayton is the man in motion. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this, but he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break. Ready. Check. Hurt.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Back 60. Set.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Now he'll run. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. McCarthy to the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
To number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Now he takes off.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. 2nd down.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense. I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Up the middle they go. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. From the interior, Harrison Phillips there for the tackle. Third down and 9.
79 Bronco. Set. Ready. Hey, check that. Street. Hut.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
Let's go now. Set go.
Akers. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is McCarthy. This one complete to Oliver. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note.
And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked off by Micah McFadden.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
First and 10. Now they'll run. It's a counter. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw left side. That's Johnson. A gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Sack! Street!
Back to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be 3rd down. To throw, it's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time, Mike, talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and we saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
I think at this point in the game, prior to that 3rd down call, the coach is telling his quarterback, hey, you got 2 downs. This is 4-down territory, but that last completion, I think, saves him from having to make that decision, at least for the time being.
And he's into the end zone. Cam Akers. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Vikings 14. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichard out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Go!
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is caught! And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Set!
His drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go!
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
Now a give up the middle. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.